Hey guys, it's Rachel and today is the official start of kawaiisweetworld holiday videos. I am so excited for this. I have so many ideas for different holiday DIYs and food things too. So I'm just gonna try to crank out as many as I can for you guys. And today we are kicking it all off with these DIY snow globes. These are so cute, oh my gosh. These just make me so happy and I'm really excited to put them on my room or on your desk or something. They're so adorable. My mom kind of calls them faux globes because there's technically no water in these, although I will show you guys how to make ones with water in them and with glitter so it all falls down real pretty and everything. It's just that I find that the image gets really distorted in the water, and I feel like if you spend a lot of time making your clay charms and making them look just right, you don't want them to be all distorted in the water and everything. It has to do with that refraction stuff that I learned at some point in middle school and I've now forgotten, much like a lot of things in middle school, and I think that's a good thing anyways. Anyway, so these are super cute, and the funny thing is that I actually used baby food jars for these, but the thing is when I went to Safeway, I didn't need anything else besides the baby food jars, and I was with my boyfriend too, so literally it was just my boyfriend and I in express checkout, just 4 jars of baby food. It must have looked not exactly like what it was, and in fact the cashier was like, so you have a baby brother or something? And then I was like, no, it's just for a craft project. And she's like, oh, okay. And yeah, that was my day that day. Anyway, so these are super cute, and now without further ado, let's get started. First off, you're going to need your baby food jars. I got a bunch of different flavors for really no reason. I am not planning on doing the baby food challenge anytime soon, but you just want to wash out your jars. These are also really cheap, so you don't have to worry too much about wasting money on baby food or anything like that. And now we're just gonna go ahead and paint the lids. I'm just using some acrylic paint here. It might take a few coats to get it nice and opaque, but just do whatever you have to do. And I went for pink, blue, green, and yellow today. And then just let those dry. And now we're just gonna go ahead and make our polymer clay charms. You can find polymer clay at any craft store, and this was such a throwback for me. I used to do polymer clay videos all the time. That doesn't mean that you have to go back and watch those videos though, because they're kind of embarrassing, but you can if you want to, I guess. I don't know. Middle school's a rough time, so please don't judge me. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and make my pusheen charm first. These charms are all pretty simple and pretty self-explanatory. I feel like if you see a picture of them, you kind of know how to make them, but I did want to show you guys a little bit of footage of how to make the charms. So I'm just adding on a Santa hat now. And I'm just gonna paint the face on later. I tried making it out of clay, but it's honestly way too hard because the details are tiny. Then just make whatever little clay charms your heart desires. I went for a Christmas tree here. And I'm gonna decorate the tree with a little bit of white clay as kind of like a garland. You'll also want to add a little star on top of the tree. And of course, don't forget your ornaments too. We're also gonna make a tree trunk. That's just some brown clay there. And I'm gonna use a needle tool to just make those wood grain details. Then I'm also gonna add on a face to make this extra kawaii. And that's all there is to it to the Christmas tree. I'm also going to make a snowman here. This is just some white clay. I'm gonna add on some different buttons, along with a little carrot nose, some eyes, and make him smile too. He also needs his little top hat. I'm just using some black clay for that. And then I'm also gonna roll together some pink clay and black clay to make the top of his hat. And that's it for the snowman. And then finally, I'm going to make a gingerbread man. I'm using some brown clay here. And you're just going to add on some arms and legs. These can be a little bit delicate, so press them on really well. You'll also want to add on some decorations like buttons. I made a little bow tie here. Then I added on a face and a little smile too, along with some more icing details. And then we're going to finish it all off with some sprinkles. Just like that. Now lay these on a parchment paper lined baking sheet and just bake those off at 275 for 15 minutes. They're gonna look basically the same when they come out of the oven, and now we're just going to add on some final details using acrylic paint. Don't forget to add on Pusheen's face, and some white dots for the snowman. I also baked off some extra pieces. These are just kind of little decoration bits to go in our snow globes. And I'm gonna take some white paint and just paint on a ribbon for the presents. You really don't have to make that many presents. I just added them to the Christmas tree and Pusheen. We also want to make a base to put our little charms on top of. I'm just using some air dry clay here. This works great if you're going to do kind of the dry snow globes, but if you plan to put water in them, make sure you use polymer clay instead. I found out that the air dry clay tends to dissolve in the water actually, so make sure you use polymer for any kind of water snow globe. Then once you have that all arranged, just go ahead and take off your charms. And if you're using polymer clay, you would bake off that base. I'm just using the air dry here though. And I'm using some E6000 glue to glue these all together. And then once you have that ready, just repeat for the rest of your bases as well. These are all so cute though. This one has a little candy cane. And I gave Pusheen a little present to watch over. Then finally, of course, our Christmas tree has to have some presents. I also found that if you're going to put these in water, you definitely have to glaze these. Otherwise, even though the clay is baked, the glitter still tends to stick to the clay charms. I have no idea why, but for some reason you do have to glaze them. And they look all nice and shiny too, so that's a plus. And if you're going to make these water snow globes, just pour in some distilled water. You can also add in some glycerin to make the glitter fall slower. I found that it didn't really make a difference though. And now I'm just going to add in my glitter. The glitter looks so pretty. I do love the water snow globes, but I also struggled so hard with these. Every time I made a snow globe, something would go wrong, and it got to the point where I was like, I just want to make cute snow globes, and nothing was working. But I did find that glazing the charm really helps. You can't use air dry clay, and that you shouldn't use any kind of white glue around the outside of the jar because it'll make the water cloudy. But this guy does look super cute. I do like the water. It's just that the image gets a little bit distorted like I was saying, so I decided to make these faux globes. To make your faux globes, all you have to do is grab some cute sprinkles and then just add them to your jar. I'll have this sprinkle mix linked in the description box below. They are adorable. And now I'm just going to add on my snowman. Then flip it over, and that's all there is to it. These are such a cute alternative, and they are really simple too. Alright guys, our DIY snow globes are finished now, and these are so cute. I think they came out adorable. And let me know in the comments below if you guys like the water version more or if you like the sprinkle version more. I personally actually really like the sprinkle version because you can add a lot of different colors to them and make it really fun. Anyways though, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Like I said, I have lots more holiday videos coming very soon, so stay tuned for those. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already because I post 2 new videos every week. You can also follow me on social media at kawaiisweetEats, and then check out my website over at kawaiisweetworld.com for more details on these guys, and I'll talk to y'all very soon. Bye guys!